Oh hi. Valladolid, the city in the northwest of Spain, one of the main historical and cultural centers of the country. Since the beginning 13th and beginning 17th centuries, Valladolid served as a residence of the yard of Castilian and Spanish monarchs. Nowadays administrative center of the province of the same name as a part of autonomous community Castile and Leon. The city is located on the river Pisuerga in the place of her merge to Esgueva, and her confluences with Duero are slightly higher. The city of Valladolid is for the first time mentioned in the message of 1074, in which Leon Alfonso VI as king charges to the Count Pedro ensures to occupy the territory at the river Pisuerga. There are two versions of emergence and the name of the city. It agrees the first the city Romans based and named it, consisting of two words. Latin vallis, the valley, and the Celtic tolitum, the place of merge of waters. The second version that the Arabs who gave it the name Walid in translation meaning the city of Valida, governor, founded the city. In 1208 the King Alfonso VIII, having taken away the city from Ansarasov, transfers from Burgos to Valladolid the yard. At the beginning of the 14th century, for 30 years the Queen Regent of Castile Maria de Molina lodges here, having reconstructed city fortress under the palace. In 1346 the Pope Clement VI grants to Valladolid the right of creation of the university. In 1420 in Valladolid future Great Inquisitor Thomas Torquemada was born, and in 1506 Columbus died here. After the fire of 1461 the city was built up in style Isabelino. On October 19, 1469 in the palace of the Vivarium the wedding of the Princess Isabella Castilskaya and Prince Ferdinand Aragonski, which led to reunification of Spain, took place. They say, the wedding was secret as the King of Castile didn't give on any permission. The suite of the groom arrived in Castile, having dressed up as merchants. Besides, as the groom and the bride were close relatives, cousins, permission from the father was required. The necessary document was received backdating, and still historians doubt whether there was it original. After Reconquista's end in 1492 Catholic kings made Valladolid the capital of Spain. During the revolt in 1520 the city joined a leader of a revolt, to Toledo and the most influential cities of the country of Segovia, Salamanca, Avila and Guadalajara, and then turned into the capital of a mutiny in the north of the country. In fight at Valladolid on April 23, 1521. Forces, headed by Juan Padilla, were crushed, he and other leaders of junta were taken prisoner and executed. In 1527 in the Pimentel Palace future King of Spain Philip II was born. The capital of Spain the city stayed till 1561 until again I suffered from the fire. Valladolid becomes the royal residence for the short period from 1601 to 1606 again. Anna Avstrijskaya was born in this period here. During notorious war for the Spanish inheritance Valladolid sided with Philip V. The city strongly was damaged in the years of the French-Spanish War of the beginning of the 19th century. Many major historical monuments were lost irrevocably. Because at the beginning of the 20th century Valladolid was the industrial center, large to the Spanish measures, the Great Depression had significant effect on growth in this region of the right-wing conservative moods. Not accidentally, residents of Valladolid made further a basis Francisco Franco's supporters. It is considered the negative reaction of residents of Valladolid to overthrow of the King Alfonso XIII and establishment of the Second Spanish Republic was an incitement for growth of anti-republican moods in the country. In the city there is an automobile works of the Renault Company, the plant of the Michelin Company with head office of the company on the Iberian Peninsula, other large industrial enterprises. In Valladolid there is an international airport. The line of the high-speed train avenue from Madrid allows to overcome about 200 km of distance from the capital in 1 hour. Since 1956 there takes place one of the oldest festivals of Europe, the International Film Festival in Valladolid, also known as Seminci. Thanks to him the Spanish audience got acquainted with such names as Ingmar Bergman, Luis Buñuel, François Truffaut, André Vida, Federico Fellini, Ermanno Olmi and Yilmaz Gini. The festival is known as some kind of proving ground for movies which were forbidden or had ambiguous assessment in society. Exactly here in 1975 the Spanish premiere of the film of Stanley Kubrick, Clockwork Orange, took place. Seminci was always characterized by the readiness to take the risk and to enter innovations into the program. Sport. Real Valladolid Football Club, since a season of 2018-2019 the speaker in Spanish the example, writes, for which in the form of 51% of shares of club were redeemed by the former legendary football player Ronaldo. It is founded in 1928. Plays home games at the Nuevo Jose Cerrillo Stadium accommodating 26512 viewers. Sites: Main Square Plaza Mayor, City Cathedral in style, 1585-1688. Churches of San Pablo, San Benito and others. Extensive Campo Grande Park. Academy of a Cavalry. Christopher Columbus's Museum. In the country, Penafiel Castle. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.